Hello, my diamond art friends. Eileen here. Happy June 1st. And with the change in the month, we are now rolling into the June events. So this canvas, which I call Chicken and Fries, which is a fried chicken and french fry canvas, is for Paint with Mushy food event and is also, through the kindness of True Vampire Crafts, going for her animal event. I will link both of them down below for you to go ahead and check them out, get the information on their events and how to participate. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have 10 more questions out of the Dollar Tree, a deck of relationship questions that I got. And literally, when I say it was a deck, it was literally a deck. So I don't know how many of them I will continue to do because this will be the next set of 10, which will have 30 questions already. But if we seem to, everybody is having a good time getting tagged and answering, then, I'll kind of take it at a week by week thing. And if it seems like we're getting a good response, I'll continue. And if it seems like it's dying off, we will just figure out something else. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get our classified container, which I got off of Temu, sat down. I'm using my Art Dot, believe A2. Yeah, I think it's an A2. I've got my Elizabeth Ward funnel. I have my pens that have the Diamond Art Club placers. And then this I did not unbox on my channel, but I got it in today, actually, which I ordered off of Etsy, Bring the Happy Designs. I got this one and another one made for myself, and I'm super excited that it's here. She did send me a small little extra gift because it was a little later. And I was going to use my Deep Six tray, which I still may at some point. But right now we're just going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to make sure it's a little bit lower. I might need to adjust just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. I don't know. I watched Mushy's WIP Chat earlier, and literally my brain just started with songs. I told her when she's talking about one of her drills flying, I heard Sugar Ray's I Just Want to Fly in my head. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to find myself a suitable, comfortable position first because of how I've got to set up to do the WIP Chat. And maybe I'll move this just a stitch this way. Yeah. All right, that'll be all right. That'll be all right. And then I'll do it like so. All right. So I was looking to possibly add some ABs, and to be honest, not going to happen probably. I don't have the colors I would want. I didn't buy any extra or special. But yeah. So we'll go ahead and, I do have in my metal placers, I have some galactic alien putty in my placers this time. I'm just trying out the different alien putties I have. The sample that I got from Maven Diamond Art, Mushy gifted me a couple samples of different kinds, and then I have 2 other kinds. So I have 5. Totally not every single kind they have, but you know how that goes. Eventually I'll get more because, yeah, I really like their make your own wall art alien putty. But we'll go ahead and get started laying these drills down. As you can see, I've already started. Okay, I did a couple little announcements before, but I will now make my declaration. Mushy, you have the most spectacular, fantastic, fabulous nails I have ever seen. Though crafty ishKristyn, her nails were super freaking cute. I can't even. those were super cute. Go ahead and look at both of those creators. Take a look at their latest WIP chats. And yeah, I really enjoyed both of their WIP chats over the last couple days. So I'm gonna, before I get started on my questions, I will say when I went grocery shopping earlier today, I was at Walmart and I was humming It's Raining Men. I have no idea why, but it was in my head. I still wear a face mask when I go into places where there's going to be a lot of people, just kind of like I think just a reaction I'm probably going to have for quite a while. But anyway, I just do it. And I was humming and I was in the aisle looking for certain things I needed for what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. And I'm humming away, you know, it's raining men, hallelujah. I'm humming. And the person next to me goes, oh, it's raining men. One, I didn't realize that person was that close because I tried to get my distance. And again, I didn't realize I was that loud. So obviously I've got song in the heart today. So this video may have some song as well, so I apologize ahead of time if I am a little out of tune, but I did also get a chuckle. I did sing You're So Vain when Mushy was singing it in her video. Go check that out. Definitely was a fun video. Okay, so I will say I'm really happy to see that other creators are kind of enjoying answering these questions. I didn't think it would take off and people would participate, and maybe that's because, I just didn't, sometimes you don't think that anyone would be, game for something you would think would be fun, and to find out that there are those folks that are doing it. Thank you. And Mushy, thank you for helping me kick this off. Appreciate it very, very, very much. Now, Mushy, have I sufficiently said enough nice things to you, even though you don't like compliments or attention? Yeah, okay, we'll just say I have. And we'll go ahead and get started on our questions. Okay, let's see. Here. All right. So the first question that I picked out of the stack of cards says, if you could have any exotic animal as a pet, what would it be and why? Well, I think I would honestly, I don't know if this is an exotic pet, but I would pick a kangaroo. Not really sure why. Like last month or the month before on TikTok, I was like really into like kangaroo videos. Like, I don't even know. So yeah, I just think because, kangaroos, they just are so like jacked too. And they could like whoop someone's butt, but also like, whatever. Like I think that's what the videos I was watching, like there was a kangaroo farm, and this kangaroo would try to, box like the people that were trying to help them. And I don't know if it was a female or a male. I really don't remember that part, but I was just in awe of this animal. Anyway, so yeah, probably a kangaroo. Good day, mate. Yep, let's go to Australia and get me a kangaroo. Okay. Let me take a drink of my cherry Pepsi. Oh, I wanted to mention, I got this big old cup. It's a insulated cup. I got it today at the Dollar Tree in the Dollar Plus section. I had to get bingo prizes because, as I said, I do bingo for the residents on Sundays, and I do bingo, and I pay for prizes for things that they could use, such as, soap, deodorant, lotion. I get coffee cups, towels. Not all these things come from the Dollar Tree, but enough. I will also sometimes have a craft that I made, such as a wreath or something, for them as one of the grand prizes. Anyway, I happened to be going through the Dollar Tree Plus section and saw that cup and wanted to try it. I've had ice and drink in there now for a couple hours. It doesn't sweat at all. So that was my research for today. Since I had to put Bootyful Dancer away, which is my research project, until I get my canvases completed for the food event. And yeah, the food event and the animal event. I have, yeah. Anyway, so excited about it. I'm losing my train of thought now. Let me get a couple more D's placed out, and we'll go to the second question. Second question is, what's your favorite board game or card game? I'm going to answer what my favorite board game is, and then what my favorite card game is. For the board game, I would say I really like Clue. I like the idea, you kind of investigate, but you also kind of like, you figure it out. Yeah. So I would say Clue. And then my favorite card game is quite simple. I like Gin or Rummy or whatever it's called, Gin Rummy, whatever it is. I like that one too. I haven't played that in such a long time. It'd be a fun little game to start playing again with a friend or two. But yeah, those would be the two I would pick. So if you're going to answer this question and you watch my WIP Chat and I've tagged you, you don't have to answer both. I just thought I would answer both, just so I'm kind of got them both squared away. I haven't played either in a really long time. I think the last time I played Clue was with my nieces, my brother Irving's daughters, when they were down here for Christmas, and that was quite many years ago now. My brother-in-law was still with us, and yeah, they had come down for Christmas, and I think we played a couple of games of that, and it was fun. It was fun. Okay, put these away. I'm gonna grab C, maybe. Yeah, let's do some C's. Whatever, I don't care. We can just be all over the place. I got a little section off. You can see I'm using the rulers again. Okay, let me flip that card over here. Let me get some C's laid down. I'm going to grab the 7 placer, get a couple of these laid down here. Alrighty. All right. If you were stuck in an elevator with a famous person, who would you choose? I did think about this one, and I really just thought to myself, now it's gonna, of course, be a man, because I need to be visually entertained. But I hope Jamie never watches this. But anyway, I need to be visually entertained, as well as, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, maybe could like get us, out of there, or be a cool-minded thinker, just kind of go with the flow. So I did ultimately decide on, I would like to be stuck on an elevator with Jason Momoa. Did I say that right? Aquaman. Jason Momoa. Okay, let's just say I said it right, because I don't know if I said it right. Anyway, so yes, not only would I be visually entertained, but I would also probably be totally chill, because he comes off as a kind of totally chill person. So yeah, that would be who I would choose to be stuck on an elevator with, of a famous person. I was almost going to answer Matt Damon because, like, I like Matt Damon, but I ultimately decided against him. But yeah, so I chose Jason. Yep, that's my choice. Okay, adokie. Next question, once I get these shaking around. Okay, if I could eliminate one thing from my daily routine, what would it be? I eliminate from my daily routine if I could. Well, housework wise, I'd probably say the dishes. You know, if I didn't have to wash dishes, that would be super cool. I mean, I have a dishwasher, but like, still, you gotta like rinse the dishes off, load the dishwasher, unload the dishwasher. Yeah, I'm gonna go with dishes. I would not want to. I would eliminate dishes, having to do dishes. So that would be what I would eliminate. I don't mind doing laundry. I don't even mind dusting. I don't mind vacuuming, but I don't like doing dishes. It's kind of a pain. And when you live alone, like, sometimes you don't even make enough dirty dishes to like warrant the use of the dishwasher. So like you're hand washing your dishes, which is fine, except like I don't like it. It's boring and annoying. So yeah, I'd say dishes. Yeah, that's what I'm going with anyway. Okay, dokie. Lay down some more C's. I don't want to go through these too fast either. Well, who cares, I guess. Boop. You hear that pop? Love, love, love the pop. Now I just had NSYNC's Dirty Pop just go in my brain. Oh, I just love it when songs get in my brain. It's like, it actually means I'm in a good mood, so that's good. That's a good feeling, and I hope that that continues on into the rest of the weekend. So let's see here. Let's do H. Oh, and I put, the idea of having this is to put these on there. Why I'm so used to setting them on the side, I guess. It'll take some getting used to. New piece of something to make it fun. All right, so let me take a sip. Okay. There we go. I'm going to get some H's down, and then I'll go to the next question. All right. The next question is, what's your favorite type of cuisine? For me, it is pasta. So what, Italian, I guess. I love me some pasta, fettuccine alfredo or ziti, lasagna, spaghetti, you know, whatever. Yeah, definitely pasta, pasta, pasta. I love pasta. And that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. I am making that buffalo wild wing garlic chicken pasta again. I have a craving for it. I added more milk and cheese, Parmesan cheese, to hopefully cut down on the spice But this time, instead of using like the actual Buffalo Wild Wing sauce because it was actually a little bit more expensive, I bought the Walmart brand and it said it was mild, and I did kind of give it a little taste test, and it's not, I don't want to say, it's not as spicy, which is good because I have really bad acid reflux at times, and spicy food obviously aggravates it. So yeah, I am going to be having that for dinner. It's in the crock pot right now, cooking away, and it smells fantastic in here. And I will be adding some more Parmesan cheese in a little while once it gets done, just to kind of let it get a little bit more cheesy. Because I added a little bit, but it says to like add some more toward the end, and that's what I'm going to do. And I did add some mushrooms, which the recipe did not call for, but that's all right. You can add a little bit of the shrooms in there, I think. And hopefully they will be delicious. All right. Answered that. Okay, so this one, the next question says, tell me about one of your favorite memories from your childhood. So I will tell you guys two of my favorite memories. The first one would be the year that Cabbage Patch Kids came out, and they were like super popular, and it was Christmas time. And I've mentioned before, I am one of 8 children, and my mom and dad really did the best they could to, make sure that we had not only everything that we needed to survive, like food, clothes, that important like stuff, but they also did their best to get us things that, were popular-ish at the time. So that year that the Cabbage Patch Kids came out and they were quite popular, my mom and dad got some, well, I should say Santa got, but hopefully no kids are listening to this. Anyway, they got us each Cabbage Patch dolls. Now, what they did is when they had the twins, so they bought 3 sets of twins, and then the others, anyway, so the 3 sets of twins were split up between, my 2 brothers split up a set of twins. My sister and I got a set of twins, and then another set of my sisters got a set of twins. I remember that my twin's name was Crandall Alberto, and he was a blonde-haired, green-eyed baby toddler, and I had him in my possession until I had an apartment fire back in, I think it was 2000, was it? It was 2006? No, it was 2005. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's 2005. And I lost a lot of my childhood mementos that I had in my possession that I had, which was my Cabbage Patch doll, a doll that one of my cousins had got me, my high school diploma, the mementos, the bridesmaids dresses from my sister's weddings, the things I was saving for like memory purposes. There was an electrical fire in the wall. We had put a lot of my cousin Clarence and I had shared an apartment, and anyway, we ended up losing most of our stuff, but it's okay. I mean, it was a catalyst for me to get back to school and become a nurse, and I have mentioned this on my channel before. Trying, like, rebuilding is like a hard thing, but you can do it. Okay, so anyway, that was it. The memory is getting that beautiful Cabbage Patch baby on Christmas from my parents. And then the other one would be when we all, as a family, because we were such a large family, we only took one family vacation. And that family vacation was a road trip, 2 cars, to Florida, down here, Orlando, to go to Disney. So we went to Disney. We went to Epcot Center. And I don't remember if we went to another, but anyway, I remember I can be a little bit of a brat, and I admit it. Mushy is right. I am a brat. Anyway, my brother and I were having a little bit of a tiff. My brother Irving and I were closest in age, and we were having a little tiff. So my mother decided she was going to use these Velcro handcuffs, and we were going to be handcuffed until we were able to get along. Well, I wasn't about to apologize to my brother, nor was I going to pretend not to be annoyed with him. And my brother's like, let's just say we're sorry so we can get, we can be free. Well, me being a brat and not really, wanting to admit that we needed to get along, I went ahead and refused. And so I stayed Velcroed to my brother, handcuffed Velcroed to my brother for quite a while, or what felt like a long time. I don't know how long it was, but it was probably long enough for me to be considered a very stubborn child. And to this day, I am not sorry. And if I had to do it all over again, I would have probably been stubborn for even longer. Because that's just the way it is, with siblings. Though I wouldn't want to do it now as adults. Because I'm pretty sure my brother would even get on my nerves even more. Because even when we talk on the phone, we it's nice talking to him, but we definitely like to, oh, I put that in the wrong spot, tease each other. Put that one in the wrong spot. Oh, there we go. So yeah, but I really didn't, that was the only trip we took as an entire family, which was the road trip down to Florida. And I'm really glad we did, because it's a really awesome memory. And, one that I think we all remember. And definitely a lot of fun that trip. Okay. Okay, this next question I'm going to read, this one is kind of like, it's kind of was hard for me to figure out how I wanted to answer it, but here's the question. If you could have any career for a day, what would you choose and why? I like being a nurse, so it's hard work, but it's a great career. But I would honestly want to do what I'm going to say I chose for longer than a day, because I think in order to really appreciate it, you would have to do it longer than a day. You'd have to, I would like to know what it's like to be a lawyer or an attorney. My love is an attorney, and he works so hard, long hours, always working, receiving messages from clients. Just, there's a lot. And I, as someone who is in a relationship with someone who does this profession, as, their means of, making money, I would just like to better understand what a week in his life is like. Like step by step, not just the steps that involve me. To know his thoughts and his processes, and, like how he thinks the way he does, when he's really tired, or he's exhausted, you know, or he's stressed out, I would like to be able to, like, I guess, know those things because I've observed them. But yeah, more it would be just kind of a shadow of him to see what his day-to-day is like, not so much wanting to do the profession for a day or a week. It would be just more to appreciate what he does regularly on a daily basis, for me to better appreciate, you know, him and, you know, all that he does, like not only professionally but personally. He does a lot for many people. He does a lot for his family. He does a lot, you know, professionally. And then there's me, you know, our relationship. So, you know, yeah, I guess I would want to know what that's like. I think I rambled on enough about that. All right, so here we go. What are my last two? There's two more left. So let me do number 2. All right, so this question is, if you could have any musician or band perform for you, who would you choose and why? Okay, so for a band or group or whatever that is still with us, meaning, you know, they're still walking the earth, I would probably pick Bruno Mars, just because, like, I really enjoyed his halftime show when he did the Super Bowl, and, you know, he does a lot of dancing and whatever, so it'd probably be quite energetic and fun. But also, if I could pick, like, I don't want to say it's a group. It isn't a group, right? But when Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, I don't know if that was all of them or not, but when they did the Super Bowl halftime show, I was down for that. So I would be super fine with, you know, a private concert from them as well. So yeah, I guess those would be the still walking the earth ones. But for those maybe musicians that have, you know, are no longer with us, I would probably pick Prince, maybe George Michael, and maybe my last performer I would pick would be Meatloaf. You know, I liked his music a lot, so maybe Meatloaf too. So, yep, those would be the ones I would pick. If I could just pick any artist across the board, I would probably pick Prince and Meatloaf first, and then kind of go down the line from there. If I could just pick anyone. All right, so let me get some more 2s laid down, and we'll be at our last question, and then I'm going to call that my WIP and Chat for this first day of June, starting my chicken and fries canvas for the 2 events, and then we'll go over those one more time. So, what is the thing that you love about your hometown or current city? I am going to do both. I am not originally from Florida. I grew up in a very small town, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut border, called Hillsdale, New York. It was a small town, like very farm, agricultural related, you know, cornfields, and just so much country and fun. There is one traffic light in my town. Back then, there were many farms, one diner, one garage for things to be fixed, one grocery store, one gas station. Well, there was a diner and then Four Brothers Pizza. So I guess we'll say two. There was a liquor store and a barber shop owned by the same guy. I think there were two bars, but one was closed sometimes. Anyway, and one church. So I just liked the idea that it was small. Everybody kind of knew everybody, and a very safe environment to live growing up. I've mentioned I went to the same school from kindergarten all the way up to when I graduated from high school. It was Taconic Hills Central School District. I went to the same school. I grew up with the same people, the same kids. So we all knew each other. Now, did we all get along? No. Were social situations or finances different? For some, yes. But I did love that we all knew each other, and yeah, we all grew up together, and it was just a small, little, welcoming little town. It's different now when I go to visit. Several of the farms are no longer in existence. Some of it's been built up. There's another gas station. They've changed some of the shops. There's no longer a video store. There's a doctor's office. There are things that are different. But it's still a small town, but it's just not the same. But okay. So going on to I'm from the Tampa Bay area, just below Tampa, in a small, I'm not going to say small, Riverview is not small, but it's actually called Riverview, Florida. Interesting thing about Riverview, not that it's a good reason to want to live there, there's like 3 different zip codes. So yeah, there's 3 different zip codes. I live on the Tampa, Brandon, Riverview kind of like a little joint area where they kind of meet. I live in that area. But what I love about living in the Tampa Bay area is you don't have to travel far to get to places. So if you're going to go to a sporting event, it's 10 or 15 minutes up the road from me. If I want to go to the mall, it's 5 minutes. Restaurants are very close. If I'm going to go to an amusement park like Busch Gardens, it's 25, 30 minutes away with traffic. You know, not what I had when I was a kid, which was an hour, hour and a half or more. The beach is really, really close. Obviously up in New York. It is not close to the ocean at all. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say I love the most about Tampa. There's always something to do. It is a gorgeous area, and I'll put that back in a second. But yeah, it is a super interesting, fun place to live, as there's always something to do if you are looking. But if you're like me, you don't mind being a homebody, and it's okay to be a homebody because it's still beautiful. You know, like if you went for a walk, where my boyfriend lives in Tampa, he is only a couple blocks away from Bayshore Boulevard, where you can take a walk and actually look out on the bay. And where he lives also is a small little, I'm going to say like a little, I'm almost going to call it a hamlet, but like a small little area where there are some shops, you know, for shopping. It's a little more, I think, high end than what I can afford, but I have gone down the streets, and my boyfriend and I will go down there and eat at Goody Good Burger, or, you know, or we'll go to like it is Goody Good Burger, but he'll get me a milkshake, and I always get a strawberry milkshake. And yeah, so that's always nice. And yeah, so like I said, it's just really nice to be able to kind of just go for a walk outside your door and be able to find something to do, which we didn't have where I grew up, in the house I grew up. We were 5 3/4 miles away from town, the town light. which is where like everything was. You had to get to the light to get to anywhere. So we just couldn't like start walking to go where we wanted to go, but that's okay. I grew up next to a farm in cornfields, and my cousin remembers once when we dressed up in Halloween costumes to try to scare the cars, and would jump out of the cornfields like at each other, and he remembers that, and he said that was a lot of fun, and he was right, it was. Anyway, so yep, these are my 10 questions for this WIP and Chat. I'm probably not going to post this until Sunday because, well, I gotta film another video just to kind of break up my long-windedness. Oh, let me get myself up. Ooh, because I gotta shut off the video. Yeah, so as I said, this fried chicken canvas is for Paint with Mushy's food event. I will tag her down below for you to check that out. It's also for True Vampire Crafts animal event, and I will also tag her in the description box below. I'm also going to tag some creators along with the questions. The creators that I tagged, don't feel obligated to answer the questions if you're not comfortable. It's just thought it would be something fun to do. And I am going to tag a couple creators that don't live in the United States, just to see what kind of different answers that we may get, or see how similar they are. But of course, Mushy girl, I am tagging you, and you can go ahead and bring those questions on, your questions. I'm ready. I'm 100% ready, and I'll do it. And I'm also thinking what might be fun is I was taking a trip down memory lane not too long ago, and I had like this Mad Libs book, and I thought it would be kind of funny if, fun, if I kind of took a look at it. I haven't looked at it yet, but it's like, come on, we all remember Mad Libs when we were kids. That might be something fun to do. I might actually do like one or two, make my boyfriend do it if he doesn't think it's too silly. Anyway, we'll see. And then tell you what our answer, or read it and tell you what our answers were. But anyway, yeah. So go ahead, take a look at Mushy and True Vampire Crafts. It's not too late to join the event. You have all month. And yeah, I'm going to be doing, going to have a lot of fun with these. And then I'm going to get back to my beautiful ballerina once I get those two done. But anyway, that is my video. So please like and comment, and have a nice day or night, whatever it is for you. Take care. Happy diamond painting. And until my next video, bye.